the conclusion of Inoue versus Fulton revealed a couple of undeniable truths in the boxing world in 2023. Cool boy Fulton isn't all he was cracked up to be, unfortunately. And 2, Naoya the Monster Inoue is every bit what he is hyped up to be, and so much more. About a minute into the first round, Stephen Coolboy Fulton was hit with a brutal realization. The opponent before him wasn't the hype job he was led to believe. This man is, in fact, the real deal. He became acutely aware at the start of the fight that Naoya, the Monster Inoue, has a faster, more accurate jab than his own vaunted jab, much better footwork than his own footwork, much better hand speed than his exceptional hand speed, more punching power than he expected, and a fight IQ that is unlike anything he has ever encountered before in an opponent. But it was the realization that he had no answer for any of these that caused him to lose composure and fall into the trajectory of his inevitable knockout defeat, which came in the 8th round. He had no plan B, C, or D, and apparently the only thing his trainer did to prepare him was to throw accusations at Inoue's team and tried to play mind games to disrupt Inoue's focus. As a result, Fulton went into the fight believing his own hype, that he was simply bigger, stronger, and smarter inside the ring and would make an easy $3 million or whatever, while becoming a global boxing superstar overnight. As the bell sounded to signal the end of the first round, he went to his corner realizing his fateful mistake, but couldn't do anything about it. We all watched, and we all know what happened next. So, what now? Well, first we should put an end to all the dumb excuses. No, there was nothing illegal in Inoue's gloves. In the words of Zab Judah, the only thing that can be seen in those gloves are speed and power. Yes, both fighters have been tested for performance-enhancing drugs, and they both passed. Professional athletes get tested more frequently than you and I visit the dentist. No, Fulton was not suffering from jet lag or inability to get acclimatized. No, there is nothing in the air in Japan that could have weakened Fulton. Fulton wasn't weight drained. They were at 122, remember? That was his turf. It's where he had his belts. He didn't have any trouble at all during his previous fights in this weight class. No, Fulton was not bothered at all by the opposing crowd. Didn't you notice that he got tons of respect and adulation in Japan? He even got a standing ovation after the fight. Let's stop with the silliness. The plain, simple, and obvious reason Fulton did not seem to be his usually technically brilliant self is that Naoya Inoue is the better fighter in every aspect, and Fulton had no answer for him. The monster ate his soul in the first round. Period. The only possible reason to not comprehend or accept this is if you've been sleeping on the monster this whole time, while grossly overestimating Fulton. So let's stop with all the excuses. Accept the revelation that the master boxer from Philly is no match for the monster demolisher from Japan, and move on. And speaking of revelations, what does this fight reveal that not too many people perceive, except for avid followers of the sport of boxing? It is this. Inoue is even better than most of us initially thought. A lot better. Fulton is an elite boxer, and we expected him to make this the most difficult fight for Inoue so far. We expected him to win rounds despite not having enough power in his punches to make Inoue hesitate to attack. Instead, he was completely outclassed, outsmarted, outboxed, outjabbed, and then annihilated. There is no stopping Inoue from fulfilling his goal of becoming the undisputed champion at 122. And if Marlon Tapales agrees to fight before the end of this year, then we are likely to witness the first fighter ever to become a back-to-back undisputed champion within the span of only 12 months. No disrespect to Tapales, but he is not better than Fulton, and if Inoue is in the kind of shape that enables him to steamroll someone of Fulton's caliber, then Tapales won't be able to put up much of a fight.